What's up YouTube? Different video for me this time. Today I'm going to take you through the Hohem wearable gimbal XG1 from a mountain biker's perspective. So the Hohem XG1 is a wearable gimbal. I actually managed to pick this up for £130 off Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. And actually for the amount of money, I actually think this is a pretty good product. It's a 3-axis wearable gimbal, comes with an app to control it. So if I want to connect to that app, for instance, I'll switch the gimbal on, just hold the back of the button for 3 seconds, hit connecting device, there's the XG1 there, hit connect. And that gives me some stuff that I can do within there, so I can control it, so control whether it goes up or down, which you can see there, control if it goes left or right, which you can also see as well, and then do some bits and pieces like change some settings. If I hit back, I can change some settings. So for me, from a mountain biker's perspective, what I've done is I've changed the follow speed to be fast across pitch, roll and yaw, and then also change the dead area to be as small as possible. So what this hopefully does is means on the smallest movements it does try and recenter quickly, and also it tries to do that fast as well. But there are a couple of things to watch out for. Overall, I mean, this is great, right? So it does all the things you'd expect from a gimbal, and this is my first way into using gimbals, and so far I've been really impressed with it. But one of the things that really bugs me about this, and what I think can be fixed quite simply with a small update, is the way that it orientates itself out of the box. Trying to wear this on the GoPro Chesty just doesn't work. The original GoPro Chesty just is not strong enough at the moment. What you want is one of these bad boys. So this is the Stuntman Chesty, and mounted on this thing it makes a huge improvement. It's much more stable, doesn't wobble about, and I'll leave a link in the description below the video. How I like to mount this thing, I essentially like to mount it upside down, so I'll try and show you. If I just turn it off, that's off now. So it's basically like that. So I'll try and mount the thing like that. So the functions and the buttons for the operation will be underneath, and this curved bit will be on the top. So how this attaches then, this comes with the Stuntman Chesty. You can see there's a bolt that runs through it. You put the bolt through the back, and then this bit, which hopefully you can see there, marries up to the front of that, like so, and then it's just a case of screwing it in. So again, there's a screw hole adapter at the bottom there, and again that will just screw in. Okay, so now we're in, now we're on. Okay, GoPro's attached to there. Now this is the thing that I think can be fixed, right? So you'll notice that when I switch it on, so I hold the back for 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, GoPro will turn itself on. You can see it's orientated, which is fine, right? But if I want to wear it like that, you can see it's facing the wrong way around. It needs to be facing that way, and you can see it keeps trying to turn back round, right? So there you go, it's done. So the way that I like to run this is like so. So basically you have the microphone underneath, so you can capture all the sound on the trail, so the free hub spinning, and also the tyres like rubbing against the terrain and things, and then also having this weight to the right and this weight underneath. Okay, now that's important. I'll put another link to another video, Savak Bike Trails. He posted up a video with this thing at the top, and what you'll find is actually this comes into view on the GoPro when you're going down a trail, which again is not something you like. So again, for a wearable gimbal, which should be this way around, what will happen when I try and switch it on now is the gimbal will try and orientate itself as if it was horizontal rather than vertical. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. You can see it's trying to point the camera backwards. But I don't want it, I want it like that. So out of the box it should do this, and there should be a way of changing that default configuration. So what I'd like to see from Hoham is like a software update that either enables memory function to allow it to remember where it was last configured, or a kind of button press combo which would orientate it to vertical rather than horizontal. For a wearable gimbal, this, in my opinion, is pretty critical, really. You know, you're not really going to be wearing it like that. It's going to be like that, isn't it? So another thing I should mention as well, I think, from a user perspective, is the battery life. So the battery life is not great on this thing, to be fair. I didn't manage to get around Gisborne Forest mountain bike trails using it. It basically died on me before we got to any of the main descents, which again is slightly disappointing. There is, however, a way around that, I think, which I'm going to experiment with. So down there is the charge port. So what I'm going to do is get a battery pack, essentially stick it to the top here and just charge it on the fly. Hopefully that will resolve my problems. But overall, this is a great bit of kit considering the amount of money it costs, but there are a couple of issues you need to be aware about if you want to be using this for mountain biking. So the first thing is, number one, is the fact that it doesn't orientate itself to be mounted horizontally, and you have to mess around doing that every single time. And the second thing is the fact the battery life is not brilliant. So yeah, two things to be aware of, but overall I would thoroughly recommend this. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope that you found this useful. Please leave a comment down below, like and subscribe, and check out the channel for some other videos. Peace!